You know that many governments today, as we're talking about politics, many governments today, they win the election by being against Islam. And you have examples, what you're having in US. The more they speak, they get a better vote bank. That's what's happening in India. They openly speak. And if you compare, recently, just a few months back, the election took place of a state called as UP Uttar Pradesh, which is the biggest state in India. And do you know the person who stood for election, one of the priest who was a Hindu priest, he told in his election campaign and in his lecture openly that the graves of the Muslim women should be dug and they should be raped. Even after saying this, he won the election. And he belonged to the same party as the Prime Minister of India. And the irony is, not that he only won, they made him the Chief Minister of that state. Yes. That means if you abuse the Muslims, imagine if you compare to any of the allegations they are laying, compared to what he said in public, that you dig the graves of the Muslim women and rape them. Nothing is happening. Is this democracy?
What is exactly happening in a few days ago? Why is it now more critical than ever?
Yes, previously it was more localized and the Muslim Indians supported me, alhamdulillah. When they called me for interrogation on 31st of January, I did not receive any official letter from them. What I was hearing from the media. When I heard from the media, my lawyer gave them my email. And when I got the email, I replied on the email. I'm willing to come on video conferencing. I'm willing to do a Skype interview. What do you want? I'm ready to cooperate. What do you want? They are laying allegation that I'm doing money laundering. I said, where money laundering? We have been submitting our records. So what record we submitted 10 years back? They are saying that's not correct. Now, why are you saying now? When they called me for interrogation, I said that, okay, you want to interview me? I'm ready to cooperate. We can have a video conferencing. We can speak on the Skype. We can speak on whatever you want, I will cooperate. Give you all the answers. They said, no, we want you physically. Now, physically, we know the history of India.
Yeah, of course.
We know the history of the Indian police. Out of those people, Muslims arrested for terrorism, 98% are let free. But after 10 years, after 15 years, their lives are ruined. Recently, a few months back, a Muslim by the name of Abdul Wahid, he was arrested on charges of terrorism, then was let free after 8 years, then writes a book. What was done with him? How he was tortured. The first grade of torture, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. He says how they do mental torture first, then how they take out clothes, how they put current on the private parts. Yeah. All this he mentioned in black and white. How do they do physical torture, third grade. And the fourth grade is they even molest the lady family members, the mothers of the victim, the sisters of the victim, until they give it, until they sign forged documents. So this is known to the world. And you expect me to go back, do you think I'm a fool? Some people say that, oh, why are you a coward? I said, I'm not a coward, it is a sunnah of the Prophet. It is a sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He did hijrat.
Right.
When it's difficult to practice your deen and propagate your deen there, India by law we are allowed to preach and propagate our religion. I did not break a single law of the Indian law, not a single. It's allowed by law for me to preach and propagate and practice my faith. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the best example. And alhamdulillah, it's a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He took us out of India at the right time. The times are getting from bad to worse. And I was aware that, mashallah, you see on the videos, there are non-Muslims, there are Hindus who respect me. The majority of the Hindus, they are good. They love the Muslims. It is these politicians who actually instigate them to do action against the Muslims. Now in India, Muslims are being lynched because on allegation that they're eating beef, they're hanged in public. He didn't have beef, he had meat. And then the police is saying, we'll do investigation whether it was beef or meat. Nonsense. You're hanging a person in public. So now the times in India is very bad. I'm thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it took me out at the right time. As far as the investigation is concerned, I'm ready to cooperate, but they don't want me to interrogate on the phone. Because when they do it on the phone or in the media, I would love, let the audience, let it be an open interrogation. Why are you wanting a private? Because you know that you have something to hide. In privacy, you can surely threaten me. You can torture. That you cannot do. In public, you cannot do on a video conferencing. So this is nothing but tactics. Now the media is saying because they gave me 3 summons and I did not respond to that, now they have put an unbailable warrant against me. One.
This is what happened a few days ago.
That happened about a month back.
Yeah.
Few days back, what happened, 10 days back, that warrant they took and now they are telling to the Indian government that request to the Interpol that Dr. Zakir Naik should be put on the red corner notice. So now, 1 week back, the Indian government, according to the media reports, have sent a request to the Interpol saying that Dr. Zakir Naik is promoting terrorism, therefore he should be put on the red corner notice, and anywhere in the world, any country finds him, should arrest him and send him to India.